What's up guys, Shockwave640 here, and today we're taking a look at the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie. He is the guy who won the voting for yesterday, so this is who's going to be reviewed. So just let me bring the camera down to his level, excuse me while I readjust the camera. So, yeah, so here's Bonnie. Let's set him right there. We will do the size comparisons. Here he is with Freddy Fazbear. If you have not seen the review for Freddy Fazbear, do watch it. It is a very cool figure. And then here is Chica the chicken, who surprisingly is still holding her cupcake. So there you can see all three of them together. And you know what, just for the heck of it, even though this is one of the voter-ups, I'm just going to bring Foxy in here as well, so that we can, and he knocked the cupcake out of her hands. And so, just so that you can see what the group looks like all stacked up so far for what we have. Don't have Golden Freddy yet, so I can't show you what they look like with him, but oh well. So there's that guy, there's that girl thing, girl, woman, man, guy, brother, mother, sister, brother, father, something like that. But so yeah, let's get here and take a close look at the details for Bonnie. Of course, he does share very many elements, or share a similar design to Freddy, because in the game they are pretty much just retools of each other. Actually, let me bring in Freddy here so you can see the differences and the similarities between the way that they look. Just the shape of their head in general. Bonnie's is a little bit taller, while Freddy's is a little bit more squared off at the top section, but you get it pretty much. Of course, they have different ears. The bodies are pretty much exactly the same, just the only difference is Bonnie has a tail, which is probably just glued on there, while Freddy has no tail, and then the arms and legs are exactly identical. The only difference is the accessories and the head. So, just let me set off Freddy there. Same thing with Chica, which I don't think I mentioned. The only thing different with her is pretty much everything, actually, because just the texture of the plastic that she is, it does feel a lot different. I'm pretty sure it's similar molding, but I'm not exactly sure. Don't really quote me on that. So a lot on her is remolded, and same thing with Foxy. Foxy shares no parts with any of the other characters in this series. So yeah, very nice details as with the other guys with the dirt marks. Very, very nice looking on Bonnie. He looks very dirty, very old. The eyes look fantastic. I love the purple in the eyes. Oh yeah, another little size comparison here is with the plushie version of him, which is about $10. You can get it at either Walmart or H-E-B, or you can even order it online if you want to. But it's about $10 if you get it from Walmart or H-E-B. I don't recommend going to Spencer's or Hot Topic because they charge $15, but I imagine it's a better quality product. So, I'm not exactly sure what color Bonnie's eyes are supposed to be in the game because it's been so long since I played Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I do not think that they're purple, though. I think they're supposed to be either pink, like the plushies, or orange, like Chica's. If I remember correctly, I was looking over at a poster behind me because it has the animatronics on it, but their eyes are all white, so I can't really see the color, but oh well. The purple does look nice. I think I would have preferred it if it was a pink color. I think that would have looked a little bit better, but the purple looks okay. It just kind of blends in with everything a little bit too much. It does have his little bow tie, which does have a little bit of mold flashing up there in the corner. You can see where it shines and stuff. Honestly, I think I kind of like it like that. It kind of makes it look more old, I guess you could say. Very nice white teeth. The inside of the mouth is black, just like all the others. His mouth does not open. Same thing with Foxy, sadly, but we'll get into that whenever we review him. The ears do not pose. They are kind of stuck in this pose, and mine are a little bit lopsided. I would have liked it if this one was a little bit more out like that, but I'm not going to do it because these are barely a soft plastic. Like I am scared moving it. That's how it is. You can see the armatures are painted like so. The armatures on the back of the ears on the secondary hinge is not painted, sadly, but oh well, nobody's gonna display him standing there like this anyway, so what's it really matter? It's just a little bit of a bummer considering how nice all the paint is on the rest of the figure, but oh well. Very nice, like I said, with the dirt and the scuff marks going on throughout. Same things on the bottom of the feet, but they even put like the little dirt and scuff marks on the bottom of the feet, which is very cool. I don't think Freddy and Chica had that. Same exact arms that Freddy has due to the accessory, which is extremely hard to get him to hold, but we'll get into that in a minute. First, let's go over the articulation. Of course, he does have the ball-jointed shoulders, the ball-jointed elbows, and the wrist swivels. Same thing with the legs that are very, very limited. They will only go that far forward, and then they'll pop off. Then they go that far backward, and then they can bend at the knee about that much, less than 90 degrees. And then you can technically swivel it right there. The ball joint on mine, on the knees, are so ridiculously tight, or on this one at least, it's very hard to bend. But I do like that. I wish that the other joints were like that. And he does suffer from the same problem that Freddy does with this leg always popping off. It is very annoying, but I do get over it. He also suffers from the same problem that Freddy does with one of the legs being a little bit too long, as you can see there. The foot pad does go a little bit further down. That's just a case of the molding is a little bit jacked up, or the design is a little bit jacked up. And considering they share the exact same legs, they're going to have the exact same flaw, so get over it. That's really all I have to say. It's not that bad. It's not like they're just going to fall over, but it does kind of make balancing them a little bit weird. But yeah, and then he also has the problem with this elbow loves to pop off. As you can see, it just happened. But at least his arms in general don't really fall off all that much. I mean, you can see I'm moving his arm around and it hasn't even popped off yet, surprisingly. I don't even think this arm's ever actually popped off. See, this is how the joints all should have been. They should have been like this, and like this knee joint. But, it's just quality control. It's QC. Everybody's going to suffer from it. Your Bonnie's not going to have the exact same flaws that mine did, or it's not going to have the exact same pluses. Yours may have crazy loose ball joints. It just depends on your copy, really. You could technically just fix that up with some floor polish or nail polish. I haven't done it yet because it's not really that much of a problem, but it is a thing. So let's set him off to the side and let's take a look at his electric guitar. So here is his electric guitar. Very, very nice. Very nice red paint there. It is just solid black and red. On the back there's a lot of nothing, but in the game you don't even see the back of his guitar anyways, so what would you want it to look like? But it does have the nice silver strings going up there, little silver knobs right up the top, which are very nicely painted. And then you have the white and the black right there. His guitar looks amazing. It is a very, very hard, thick plastic, but I don't recommend bending it because it's not soft. But would have liked if these were a little bit more pointed. Like this arrow is up here, because I don't think they're supposed to be that rounded off. I don't know exactly. Like I said, it's been so long since I played Five Nights at Freddy's 1, so if I am wrong and these are supposed to be rounded like this, please tell me in the comment section below, because I'm not exactly sure. So let's get Bonnie here and try to get him to hold this. It is quite hard to get him to hold his guitar because you're kind of forcing it into his hand here. As you can see, it's already kind of flattening his thumb there. But you basically just kind of wedge it in between his fingers like so. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to just have him hold it like so. And there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention his head articulation. Head is on the same kind of swivel that Freddy's is, and then on that one ball joint, so you can get the head looking down, looking up about that high. Not really, doesn't really look up all that well, but looks down, looks up, side to side. I have to say, one thing that bothers me about this figure, or I forgot to mention it as well, is the nose from the side. That looks really, really weird, and also he does it from that weird loose head thing that Freddy does. It's not as bad as Freddy's, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as Freddy's, but that nose really does kind of bother me. Everything else on him is pretty much perfect. Definitely my second favorite out of all of these figures. My first would have to be Foxy, because Foxy is great. He's pretty much perfect. He doesn't suffer from the weird falling apart issues that all of these guys do, and all of the joints are super tight and super nice. The only thing that falls off on him is his hand, but we'll get into that later on, like I said. And then the paint on his face, or his mouth I should say, is a little bit crappy, but like I said, we will get to that when we review him later. But yeah, I guess I should probably show off Bonnie's tail. Yes, Bonnie does actually have a tail. See, Bonnie has a tail. The plushie has a tail. This has a tail. I don't think his tail is supposed to be white. I think they just did that for the plushie. I would have liked it the tail was this color purple right here. I think that would have looked a little bit better. Same thing with the knee pads and the shoulder pads. I don't think he looks like that in the game, but I just think that this would look better overall. So it would differentiate him a little bit more between Freddy and Chica. But yeah. So there he is. This is Bonnie. Let's just do a little 360 kind of thing here, so you can see all around him. But yeah, very cool. I got this guy for about 13 bucks. I found him at a Hastings. It was the only time I've ever seen a Bonnie in stores. He's so hard to find, where I live at least. Maybe you guys will have a little bit better of a luck actually finding him, but so far as I can tell, the only time I've ever seen him is at that one store, and they only had one in stock. They had him, 2 Chicas, a Foxy, and I think a Golden Freddy. I'm not exactly sure. They didn't have any normal Freddys though, I know that for a fact, and they might have not had Foxy either. Can't remember, it was a long time ago, it was a few months ago actually. I think it was like when summer started, or like a little bit after summer started, somewhere around there. But yeah, so there he is. There is Bonnie the Bunny from Five Nights at Freddy's, the Funko figures. So, yeah, I'd say if you want to pick one up, they do sell them on Amazon and eBay. Amazon sells them for quite cheap, actually. They don't sell them for that bad of a price. I'm trying to get this wedged into his hand there. They don't sell them for that. Oh God, his arm. They don't sell them for that bad of a price on Amazon or Why are you doing this? Sorry about that, guys. It's kind of hard for me to focus and talk at the same time while I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get him to hold his guitar. You know what? Just hold it like this. There you go. It's a sword. It's a rapier. That's what he's got. But yeah, so if you really want to just get Bonnie, I'd suggest going on Amazon and buying him. It's the easiest way to get him, I guess. So let's set him off to the side and let's do the voting. So for the voting today, we have the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy. We have the high grade Gundam model Goof Custom right there, and we have the 1988 reissue of Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So as always, there is an I right up here, and you will click that I if you want to vote for any of these three. We have Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy, High Grade Goof Custom, and the 1988 reissue of Krang. So pick which one you want to see reviewed tomorrow, and I guess I'll be seeing you later, guys. So like I said, if you want to find Bonnie, look up. I'd suggest buying them on the line. It's a lot easier instead of hunting them down and wasting a lot of gas. Just buy them online. It's going to be a lot easier. The shipping, I think, is free depending on where you buy them from. But yeah, guys. So good luck, happy hunting, and I'll be seeing you later. So have a great day, guys. Peace.